More news in detail. We start off with news here at home. Russia pledged its maximum strength for Sri Lanka's mega development drive. President Rajapaksa's tour of Russia also yields much benefits. Assistance has also been pledged for oil and gas exploration, in addition to power generation. Sri Lanka has gained all these benefits due to the successful historic visit of the President. The President, during a visit to the Gazprom Institute in Russia, had discussions with its chairman, Aloy Miller. 8 fuel and gas basins where exploration activities can be carried out have been identified in Sri Lanka. A British firm in India will be carrying out exploration in one zone. Gazprom Institute of Russia has agreed to carry out exploration in the other zones. It is one of the largest gas companies in the world, which undertakes distribution to about 30 European countries. Hitherto, Sri Lanka secured Russian refined oil via Singapore. The chairman of the Russian company also opted to provide supplies directly to Sri Lanka. Gazprom is due to undertake oil distribution to countries such as India and China. The company's chairman said Sri Lanka can achieve benefits through this measure. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka and Russia have signed a new agreement for the exchange of new technology know-how in the mass media sector. The agreement was inked in the presence of President Rajapaksa this morning. Minister Anuradha Shinayappa and Russia's mass media minister Alex Sharov signed the agreement. Accordingly, a program will be implemented for the exchange of modern technology know-how in the mass media sector between Sri Lanka and Russia. The agreement will also give an opportunity for the two countries to exchange training programs related to the television sector. Today is the third day of the President's official visit to Russia. Suspects of the Gukharal incident have been further remanded. A group of more than 20 persons, including army deserters and retired military officers, were arrested along with weapons on the day before the presidential polls. They were traveling in a bus. During initial inquiries, it was unable to get information on the location of their journey. Information received so far points out that it may have been part of the president's assassination conspiracy planned on the election day. Among those produced in courts today were 12 former army soldiers and several civilians. The driver of the vehicle was also produced. Submissions made by the lawyers on behalf of the defense seeking bail were turned down by Kurunegala Chief Magistrate Nimal Ranavira. Thereafter, they were ordered to be further remanded. A senior officer of the CID said that inquiries are in progress to determine the location of the journey of these suspects. The government has to respond to the UN Human Rights Council following treacherous statements made by the opposition candidate. The opposition candidate, with the aim of achieving political mileage, made such a statement, pointing out that the Defense Secretary ordered the murder of terrorist leaders who were displaying white flags during the final battle. The other was the statement referring to malpractices that had taken place during the presidential polls. Minister Mahinda Samarasinghe and Attorney General Mohan Peiris left for Geneva today to make submissions to the Human Rights Council. He said they are hoping to meet the UN Human Rights Council Chief Navanethan Pillai. Also, they are desirous of meeting other UN diplomats and officials affiliated to Geneva and appraise them about the real situation. The minister revealed that they would have to visit Geneva in March after this tour. And if any queries are raised in this respect, the minister opined that they would be able to exploit the results of the current Geneva tour to make a proper response to such queries. Interviews for the selection of candidates of the United People's Freedom Alliance, which commenced today, will continue until tomorrow. Freedom Alliance General Secretary and Minister Susil Premjan said 3 nomination boards are conducting interviews at the provincial level to make the selections from among the applicants. Political parties affiliated to the Freedom Alliance desiring to contest have also been called upon to present the candidates they expect to field at the elections. The committee said that Prime Minister Ratnasiri Wickramanayake has been appointed to consider appeals of applicants who are facing interviews. Plans are afoot to complete the selection of candidates who will be contesting from the alliance by the 15th of this month. You're watching Prime TV News. Still at home, the UNP will take its final decision on Thursday whether it is to safeguard its elephant symbol at the general elections. UNP leader Ranil Wickramasinghe is already embroiled in an issue whether the party is to safeguard its symbol by contesting as a single party in the forthcoming general election or supporting the alliance under the swan symbol. UNP stalwarts are already in discussion whether they are to witness a destruction of the party by supporting an alliance which faced a serious defeat at the presidential polls. A group including Sajid Premadasa is of the view that the party should safeguard its symbol and its dignity. However, another group had proposed that support should be given to the swan, swans considering the party. Ranil Wickremesinghe had told national newspapers yesterday that their district chairman and party officials have taken a unanimous decision that they should contest under the elephant symbol. Although Mr. Wickremesinghe had invited the opposition candidate to accept the party's deputy leadership position and work with them, yesterday's newspapers reported that the proposal had been turned down. Informed sources point out that several parties, including the JVP, are facing a dire situation on how to contest the forthcoming polls. The JVP had proposed that they should contest under the swan symbol with the support of several parties. However, there is no information that several key opposition parties had made a positive response. The UNP Working Committee will be meeting on Thursday under such a situation. Informed sources claim that the opposition candidates' recognition due to the internal disputes that has surfaced in the Swan Alliance has waned. The government will soon release all LTTE child soldiers who are being rehabilitated. Head of the National Child Protection Authority, Jagath Vellavath, said measures are in place to bring them to society by May this year. He said that 514 children are under the custody of the government. A program according to international standards is being implemented for their rehabilitation. 150 had already been handed over to their parents. Another 273 have been groomed to pursue studies in schools. He was confident that all of them could be entrusted to their parents by May this year. The government is mulling over the initiative that should be taken if any parent or guardian does not come forward to take custody of the children. Already many child soldiers have been rehabilitated and thereafter handed over to their parents. These activities took place recently under the patronage of the President. The United Nations have reported that about 40% of the LTTE child combatants were under 18 years of age. Large crowds are visiting the Daitagirul exhibition organized in Pallekele. Visitors have already surpassed the 2 million mark. Personnel managing the exhibition are finding it difficult to cope with the large crowds that are being attracted. The exhibition showcases the development that is taking place in the country. Our very own Mahesh Senanaika has this report.
Thank you very much and welcome to the Daitagirul Development and Educational Exhibition which is in progress at Pallekele in Kandy. As you know, today is the 5th day of the exhibition. It has turned out to be a through and through success, and we are in the last hour for the day, and we see a huge interest on the part of the public, and we have not seen any decline on the crowd attendance given the fact today being a Monday. We have seen a large crowds of school-going children are patronizing this exhibition. In particular, as I said, this is not only a development exhibition, it's of course an educational exhibition where the school-going kids can gain knowledge on various activities of the ministries. They can get a first-hand experience on what roles are played by the authorities and the ministries in the interest of national progression, as well as some of the services and products offered by the private sector players. There are more than 1,000 stalls that are spread across these premises, and the organizers say that the exhibition has turned out to be a complete success as per their objectives. Their objectives have been fulfilled, and this is going to be rolled till 10th, and at times if the organizers think that it is timely or it is appropriate to extend, they might definitely extend. So if you are anywhere in close proximity to these premises, or even if you have time, we would recommend that you should visit the 4th version of Daitagirul exhibition, and this is the first time this exhibition was held in Kandy. This is the first outstation location, and the organizers unanimously chose Kandy being the second capital city. And I would once again recommend that you must visit the fourth version of Diatecular Development and Education Exhibition, which spells out the future of Sri Lanka. Thank you very much, and good night to you.
Thank you very much, Mahesh. Still at home. The Department of Immigration and Immigration decides to bring into effect a ruling that will effectively blacklist all foreigners found overstaying their visas. Assistant Controller and Head of the Investigations Unit, William Devendra Raja, explained that visa on arrival facilities were afforded to travellers from 84 select countries. These are the European, North American and SAARC countries. However, he said the facilities were being misused and abused by certain categories. The Assistant Controller for Investigations said on arrival to the country, a free visa period of 30 days is afforded to travellers and tourists from these 84 countries, extendable by payment of a nominal fee